Imagine a civilization that lasts for 3,000 years. They built the pyramids, they chart the stars, they master the alchemy of the Nile, and then, for most of the world, they go silent. For more than 1,000 years, people looked at the Egyptian hieroglyphics and saw something beautiful but inscrutable. A library where every book had a padlock. The knowledge wasn't gone, the read button was just broken. Then, in 1799, a French soldier finds a slab of black stone in the city of Rashid, the Rosetta Stone. And here's the amazing part. It didn't contain some brand new secret, it just said the same thing 3 different ways. The stone was not the message, it was the bridge. Now, walking to my second period chemistry class, there is a student who's careful in the lab, observant, the kind of student who noticed the color change in a titration before anyone else. But when they hit the written analysis prompt, and suddenly the task might as well be carved in stone. They can see the science in their head, they just cannot find the door through the language. The Rosetta Stone helped unlock the library without rewriting the books. But in our classrooms, when we hit that silence, we often get nervous. We don't just give them a key, we summarize the whole book for them. We move the finish line because we don't know how to fix the starting blocks. I'm Peter Wise, and this is Science Wise. Today we're talking about student support and access, translation, accommodations, and scaffolds, and how to give students the key to the task without turning the key into the answer. I've been in the classroom for over 20 years, and that Rosetta Stone problem is more common than ever. We have AI tools that can translate, simplify, and scaffold almost instantly. The trick is knowing when to hand the students and when to let them turn the lock themselves. Access is not lowering the bar. Access is how the students get to the bar in the first place. But it only works if we are obsessed with one question. Is this tool removing a barrier, or is it removing the thinking? That question is our North Star for this episode. If language is not what you're assessing, then translating directions is not cheating, it's access. In a science class, I'm not grading whether a student can decode the phrase, analyze the relationship between variables. I am grading whether they can actually analyze the relationship. So, I can translate the directions. Students can use a glossary for vocab, but the explanation, that has to be theirs. I'm not looking for perfect English. I'm looking for accurate reasoning. Translation should unlock the task, not complete it. A good scaffold is like a kickstand. Holds the bike up when the kid gets on, but they still have to do the pedaling. So I might tell the students, I can help you start, I can't help you finish. I might give them a sentence frame that says, the evidence shows blank because blank. It's a great key. It organizes the brain. But what if AI fills in the blanks? Now the tool is riding the bike. So check the work for a decision point. Did the students choose the evidence? Did they explain the why? If they did, the scaffold worked. If not, then the key did too much. A scaffold should make thinking visible, not make it disappear. There's a real equity issue here called the prompt advantage. Some students know exactly how to ask a tool for a hint, while others ask for the answer. We solve this by teaching one shared prompt to everyone. So here's my prompt. Help me understand this task. Don't give me the answer. Ask me one question first to see what I know. Then give me one hint or one sentence frame. By teaching this, we ensure the support doesn't depend on who already knows how to talk to the tech. Just as a quick reminder, stay in the approved lane. If you're using these tools, keep student data out of them. Use student A or student B. Here's an example from a biology class. Students were explaining cell transport. Half were stuck on the words, the other half were rushing to a correct-looking AI answer. So here's the fix. As a teacher, we need to add a box at the top of the lab. We need to tell the students what support is allowed, like translate directions, use the class glossary, ask one sentence frame, and then have the students show their thinking. Name the direction particles moved, use your specific lab data, explain why. That's showing thinking. The tool can help you understand the doorway. It cannot walk you through it. More students are able to start, fewer are stuck, and the final work actually shows their individual levels of understanding. And this is not just science. In ELA, you can translate the prompt, but the student chooses the quote. In math, you can clarify the word problem, but the student chooses the strategy. In social studies, you can translate the source, but the student makes the argument. Different subjects, same rule. Unlock the library. Don't summarize the whole book for them. So here's your move for this week. Take one assignment, just one, add a small box at the top, support allowed, thinking required. That's it. 5 minutes. And here's what success looks like. More students start. Fewer students ask, what are we doing? And when you look at the work, you can actually see the thinking. Here's my final thought. The Rosetta Stone didn't make people smarter. It just made the knowledge accessible. That's our job. Give them the bridge, hand them the key, and then step back and let them turn the lock themselves. If you try this, let me know how it goes. What worked? What broke? What surprised you? Because the best version of this isn't what I say into this microphone. It's what runs in your classroom on Tuesday. I'm Peter Wise.